today's in demand skills that are increasingly technical in nature। आज हम एक ऐसे टॉपिक के बारे में बात करेंगे जो कि ना सिर्फ हमारी फैमिली लाइफ के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है बट इज इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर आवर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ एज वेल। So before coming to the topic, as most of us have heard about the IQ part, that is your intelligence quotient part, but very few of us knew about the EQ part, that is your emotional intelligence, that is your emotional quotient. And in today's era, those who are having the higher EQ, they can excel in any field. And the best part about EQ is that it can be learned and we can increase our emotional intelligence. So before proceeding on to the topic, so let's discuss what are the signs of the person who are having higher EQ and those who are having the lower EQ. Well, the persons who are having the lower EQ, they often feel misunderstood most of the time. They remain confused, they get upset easily, and they get overwhelmed by emotions. They remain confused and they get upset even in the simple situations as well. On the contrary to this, those who are having the higher EQ, they remain calm and composed even during the stressful situations as well. They understand the balance between their emotions and their behavior. They can handle the difficult situations as well as the difficult people with tact and diplomacy. Moreover, they are able to influence others as well. So now we will be talking about the ways by which we can increase our emotional intelligence. So number one, utilize an assertive style of communicating. Well, assertive style of communicating, it goes a long way without coming across as too aggressive or too passive. Well, those who are emotionally intelligent people, they know how to communicate their opinions, their needs in a direct way while still respecting the other person as well. And try to practice self-awareness. Know your emotions well. That know your emotions, what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel sad, what elevates you and what exhausts you. If you know your emotions well, only then you can work on it, that what is causing the trouble. So number two, respond instead of reacting to a conflict. Always try to respond, because in the times of any conflict, the emotional outbursts and anger is something common. But those who are emotionally intelligent, they know that the goal is the resolution part. So they listen for clarity and the goal is the resolution part. So always try to focus on responding part instead of reacting to that situation. So number three, always be a good listener. So utilize and inculcate that listening habit, because those who are emotionally intelligent, they listen for clarity instead of just waiting for their turn to speak. They listen for clarity, even they respect the other person as well. Be motivated. Emotionally intelligent people, they are self-motivated and their attitude motivate others as well. They know what they need to do in order to have a good day, in order to have an optimistic outlook. They set their goals and they are resilient towards their goals as well. Next is practice ways to maintain a positive outlook. Never ever in your life underestimate the power of your attitude. A person with negative attitude can easily infect other people if those persons allows it to do so. So those who are having the higher EQ people, they know the mood of those who are around them and they guard themselves accordingly. They know what does it take to have a good day. By making a good day, they know they can engage themselves in doing certain activities. They engage themselves in meditation, in prayer. They listen to something good music, and this could include having a great breakfast or lunch and so. Next, take critic well. An important part in order to increase your emotional intelligence is that take critic well. Instead of feeling too much offended or defended, always try to understand the situation. Take few moments to understand the situations, that from where that critic is coming from. Try to understand that situation and then how it is affecting others and how it is affecting yourself, and then use it in a constructive way in order to resolve any kind of issues. So always try to take that critic well. Then practice empathy. Those who are emotionally intelligent people, they know that empathy is a trait. It's a kind of emotional strength, not your emotional weakness. Empathy is when you understand other people's emotions as well, when you keep yourself in their situation and then understand. So empathy is something by which you can connect with others at very basic human levels. So this is something, this will help you in gaining that mutual understanding between other people and those who are having different kind of opinions and all. Utilize leadership skills. Well, higher EQ people, they have excellent leadership skills. They are the beginners, they are the initiators. They always they set an example for the other people to follow them. They have higher standard for themselves, and they have great decision making and problem solving abilities. Next is be approachable and sociable. Well, higher EQ people, they present themselves as approachable. They smile and they give a positive outlook. For those who are, they always they pretend themselves as approachable for those who are around them, and they have great interpersonal skills. Last but not the least, learn to manage your emotions. Well, emotions are natural, we can't control them, but what we can do is that we can manage our emotions very well. So basically there are two kind of emotions that every one of us wants to manage. One is your anger, another one is the sadness part. So whenever you feel angry on any situation, so never ever talk about anger with anybody, never ever. This won't help you. So instead of talking, try to reframe the situation at that time, right? Try to reframe the situation, because look, no emotion is wrong. We can utilize this anger in any positive way, right? So next, in cases of sadness, whenever you feel sad, try to move yourself physically. You can, I know it's hard whenever we feel sad, like we really don't want to do anything, but here comes the role of our willpower, right? So this is what we are managing our emotions. This is how we are managing our emotions. Just go for a walk or listen to something good music or anything that, or you can inculcate yourself in any of the best hobby that you want to do, right? Next that I want to tell you is that use your emotion to keep yourself motivated, right? Use your emotions to keep yourself motivated. Be optimistic. Try to inculcate one habit. If you can do that, try to write down a journal. Practice this habit. I know even I don't earlier I don't do this of writing down a journal, but the time I started writing down a journal is real, this is gonna really help you to manage your emotions well. So at the end of the day, just write down your emotions, whatsoever you felt in throughout your day, and on the very next page write down something good reason that why does this bad thing had happened with you. By this, what you are doing, you are training your mind to find the good in bad, right? So you are training your mind to find the good in bad. So I hope this much info will be beneficial for you all, and thank you so much for joining me. Thank you.